all into this class. Okay, according to our timetable, today what subject we are going to learn? Yes, of course, science subject. Science is an interesting subject, right? Okay, already we have completed one chapter. The first chapter is what the body is made of. Okay, so today we are going to learn the second chapter, that is transport and excretion. Okay, when I say this word transport, what the thing comes into your mind? Yes, vehicles, right? Buses, trains, cars, all those things. So, what is the purpose of using all these vehicles? Carrying things, moving from one place to another place, right? So, the same concept we are going to use in this chapter. Okay? And what is meant by excretion? Get rid of waste. Okay? So, the blood transport or carries things to the different parts of our body. So what the blood carries? The blood carries food, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Okay? The blood carries food, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Okay? First it carries food and oxygen, then it carries carbon dioxide to the lungs, and it also collects waste. Okay, it collects waste also. Collects waste. So it collects waste from all over your body and it carries to the organs called kidneys. Have you ever seen kidneys? Kidneys are the two bean shaped structure. Okay, two bean shaped structure. Okay, now first we are going to see the circulatory system. The circulatory system. The circulatory system. So this circulatory system is formed by the heart and the blood vessels. Heart and the blood vessels. So the circulatory system is formed by the heart and the blood vessels. Okay, it also helps to carry blood and thus transport all over the body. Okay, the circulatory system is formed by the heart and the blood vessels. So first we are going to see heart. I am going to give you brief introduction about this heart. Now this heart is tucked between the lungs. Okay, so like this. So if your lungs is like this, so your heart will be tucked between the lungs. So this is your lungs, okay? And your heart is tucked in between the lungs. So this heart, it tilts a little to the left. Tilts means like in a slanting position to the left side. Okay, and it looks like a bag, like a pouch with thick walls which are made up of muscles. Okay, when the muscles contract, the heart gets squeezed. Okay, it gets squeezed and the blood comes out of the heart. Okay, and when it relaxes, what happens? Again, the blood fills up the heart. So I will just show you one experiment, a small experiment. What did I say? When the heart contracts, it gets squeezed. The blood gets squeezed. Squeeze means pressing hard. So when the heart contracts, it gets squeezed like this. The blood gets squeezed out of the heart. And when it relaxes, what happens? Again the heart fills up with the blood like this. When it contracts, it gets squeezed. Okay, my dear children, did you all understand? Okay. So this is the few introduction about this heart. Okay. Next, the blood vessels. Next, the blood vessels. There are two types of blood vessels. There are two types. How many types? Two types. So I'll just show you here. There are two types of blood vessels. First one is arteries. A-R-T-E-R-I-E-S. Second one is veins. Okay. How many types of blood vessels are there? Two types of blood vessels. What are they? Arteries and veins. Okay. So what is the duty of this arteries and this vein? The duty of arteries is carry blood from the heart to all over the body. Okay. From the heart, carrying blood from the heart to all over the body. And what is the job of this veins? Carrying blood from the different parts of the body to the heart. Reverse reaction. Okay. Arteries is from heart to different parts of our body. Veins is from different parts of the bodies to heart. Very easy to remember. Okay, from to. So there are two types of blood vessels. The first one is arteries and the second one is veins. What is the duty of the arteries? Carries blood from the heart to the different parts of the body. And veins from different parts of the bodies to the heart. Okay, so you should keep this thing in mind. So the second one we are going to see is how blood flows. Okay, how blood flows. How blood flows. So the blood carried by the veins to the heart has carbon dioxide collected from the body. So what is the duty? Already I told you for the veins. Carries blood from different parts of the bodies to the heart. So the blood carried by the veins to the heart, it has carbon dioxide. What it has? It has carbon dioxide which is collected all over the body. So what happens after collecting it? The heart, it pumps the blood into the lungs. So immediately when the blood goes into the lungs, what happens? There it loses the carbon dioxide. Okay. When the blood enters into the lungs, it loses the carbon dioxide and it picks up the oxygen. What does it loses and what does it picks up? It loses the carbon dioxide and picks up the oxygen. So the blood with the oxygen is said to be oxygenated blood. The blood with the oxygen is said to be oxygenated blood. So what happens? Again this blood, it just returns to the heart. Again this oxygenated blood, that is blood with oxygen, it returns to the heart. Okay. And again the heart pumps the blood, this oxygenated blood, into the arteries. Okay, into the arteries. So what happens? This oxygenated blood produce energy. Okay, it produces energy to our body. And what happens to the deoxygenated blood? Deoxygenated means without oxygen. So this oxygen again, it returns to the, again it carries by the vein, it carries carbon dioxide, it carries water vapor from all over the body to the heart. So this is how blood flows inside our body. So you should keep it in your mind that this arteries and veins, jobs of the arteries and veins, oxygenated blood, deoxygenated blood, and what is happening in the lungs. Okay, all these things you should keep it in your mind. So the next thing is heartbeat. Every time when the heart contracts and squeezes out the blood from the heart, what happens? You will get a sound followed by a softer sound as blood fills up the heart. When the blood fills up the heart, there will be a softer sound, and when the heart squeezes the blood, and there will be a sound. These two sounds are said to be heartbeat. So have you ever experienced doing like this, keeping your palm on your chest? Yes, listening to your heartbeat. You can just hear a sound, no, like a drums, right? Yes, that is said to be heartbeat. So for a minute, that is for 1 minute. So how many seconds in 1 minute? We all know that 60 seconds. 1, 2, this is seconds, right? So for a minute, the heart beats 70 to 80 times. The heart beats 70 to 80 times in a minute. So just imagine how quickly it does the work, right? Yes, for a minute it beats 70 to 80 times. Okay, so whenever you are sick, you'll just go and consult the doctor, right? So what the doctor first he used to do, he'll just check your temperature and he'll just listen to your heartbeat. So how he will listen to your heartbeat? He'll be having stethoscope. Have you seen stethoscope? Spelling is STETHOSCOPE. Stethoscope. With the help of stethoscope, he'll be listening to your heartbeat, right? I'll just show you. So I think you can able to see this stethoscope. I think so. Yes. Okay. So he'll be just having his hanging. He'll be hanging over in his neck, and he'll be just listening to your heart. So my dear children, I hope so you all understood this part. So in the second class, the next class, I'll be teaching you this excretion process. I already told you excretion means get rid of waste, throwing out waste. So transport is carrying things. Okay. So what did we study first? What does the blood carries? It carries food and oxygen, and it carries carbon dioxide to the lungs. It collects waste from all over the body and it carries to the organs. Called which organ? Kidneys. Okay. Then what did we study? The circulatory system. So the circulatory system is formed by the heart and the blood vessels. And we saw that heart will be tucked between the lungs and it tilts a little to the left, and it looks like a pouch, like a bag, right, with thick walls which are made up of muscles. When the muscles contracts, what happens? The blood gets squeezed out of the heart, and when the muscle relax, what happens? Again, blood fills up the heart. And the next thing is the blood vessels. There are two types of blood vessels. The first one is arteries and the second one is veins. Okay. So what is the duty of the arteries? Arteries, it carries blood from the heart to all over the body. And what is the job of the vein? It carries blood from different parts of the body to the heart. And we saw that how blood flows. That is, what did I told you? The blood carried by the veins to the heart. What it has? It has carbon dioxide collected from all over the body. And we saw this. What did we saw? This heartbeat. My dear children, if you cannot understand, Please once again you go through the video and listen to what is the concept about this transfer. Okay, I hope so everyone understood this topic. Thank you children.